Alrighty, everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. We do have a first alert weather day this morning and all through the day today. Give me 1 second. Audio? Perfect. All right, now we're rocking and rolling. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We do have a first alert weather day today and tomorrow for scattered rain and storms. Some of you have already been woken up by rain and storms this morning. If you're north of the city, it's been quite a wet start, and that will continue for the next several hours. And then you'll share some of that love with the rest of us as scattered storms move into metro a little later this afternoon. Just expect an overall wet pattern to set up this week. That's really what that first alert weather day is for. I don't think every day is going to be a complete washout, but you'll definitely want the umbrella on hand. Here's a look at first alert radar. Right now, this is just after 10 o'clock here. Again, most of the rain still north and west of the city. Some heavy rain moving into Floyd and Polk County. This is not your first round of rain. This is probably about your third round of rain. So, a very wet start to the day out in our northwestern counties. Back out in Alabama, though, more showers and storms incoming. That's all along a stalled front that is currently to our north. And what that's doing is trapping in moisture. So it's probably feeling a little bit muggy out there to you. Essentially, we have this south wind pumping in moisture that's running up against that front. And that front is serving as some lift in the atmosphere to generate showers and storms. The closer you are to that front, the better coverage of rain you're going to have. That front kind of serves as a focal point, a boundary for all the showers and storms to develop. So that's why we're focused there through the morning. But this is going to slowly sink south through the day. So it does look like scattered showers and storms will be possible for that afternoon and evening commute. You're going to want to just give yourself some extra time. Models have been kind of going back and forth on how wet the afternoon will actually be. It's all going to be dependent on if that front starts to sink a little bit further south. We do have an area of high pressure north of us that I think is going to try to push that front a little further south. That's why I think that we will have a fairly wet afternoon. But again, not a washout. If you have any afternoon or evening plans, maybe you're headed to the Braves game this evening. While I do think there will probably be a rain delay for that at some point, I don't think it'll be completely canceled or postponed. We will quiet down overnight when we lose the daytime heating, but a few showers will be possible overnight. And then going into tomorrow, we'll continue that wet pattern, which we'll talk about in just a second. But because of the rain and extra cloud cover and that front kind of sinking south, it's going to be a lot cooler today. Temperatures only in the low 70s north of the city, where on and off showers continue this morning and will through the early afternoon. So temperatures really won't budge all that much north of Atlanta. Mid 70s for the city of Atlanta, and we'll hold on to mid to upper 70s south of the city as well, where you'll stay just a little drier through the day today. Taking you into tomorrow morning, very similar to today. A few showers will be possible, especially north of Atlanta. But then look at tomorrow afternoon as we continue to get this surge of Gulf moisture into North Georgia with that front stalling across the southeast. That's going to just generate widely scattered showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon. So picking up the kids from school tomorrow could be a wet one. You'll probably want to think about your plans to pick the kids up from school tomorrow. If they normally walk home or bike home, you might want to go pick them up in the car line instead. Make sure you're sending them to school with the umbrella or the raincoat, especially if they have to walk over to their bus stop in the afternoon hours. Going into Thursday, that front will continue to sink south, and it does start to dissipate, and this kind of trends us a little drier towards the end of the week. I do think scattered showers and storms will still be possible for any Thursday afternoon and evening plans, but Friday our rain chance does go down just slightly to about a 40% coverage, and that leads into a slightly drier weekend as well. So our wettest days will be today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and then we'll start to dry out as the front that'll stall over the southeast starts to dissipate, and we essentially lose that extra energy for scattered showers and storms to develop, and that'll lead into a slightly drier Friday. Saturday, an actual cold front will be trying to move through the area. If it moves through in the morning, that leaves us with a drier back half of the day Saturday and a drier Sunday, but it does look like for now at least a few scattered storms will be possible Saturday. Definitely not a washout if you have any afternoon plans or any morning plans for that matter. Here's a look at how much rain we could pick up through Saturday. We could pick up anywhere between a half an inch to over an inch of rain area wide. Isolated higher amounts, especially in the Georgia mountains and in West Georgia. So over an inch of rain in places like Rome, Blairsville, Athens. I wouldn't doubt that LJ even picks up over an inch of rain with this setup going into the upcoming weekend. So flash flooding isn't going to be a high likely scenario for us because we're picking up all of this rain over a matter of 5 days, but still some nice rainfall to add to what is already an above average month for rain for the month of April. We had a really dry week, so we'll take this rain to prevent us from going into any kind of drought as we continue through our growing season here across the state. Weekend forecast, as I mentioned, trending drier. Sunday, the drier day of the two, but definitely not a weekend that you can't get out and enjoy. Low 80s Saturday and Sunday. Few storms again Saturday, maybe a spotty shower in the morning with a couple of scattered storms possible in the afternoon. Definitely not a washout, but we'll have a drier Sunday with temperatures in the low 80s on Sunday. Again, that front's going to try and move through going into Saturday, so that'll leave a slightly cooler Sunday into Monday of next week. First Alert 7-day forecast will show you those First Alert weather days today and tomorrow. Scattered showers and storms will be fairly likely through the afternoon hours, so you're just going to want to have that umbrella on standby. Keep it with you because we'll keep that unsettled pattern all the way into the end of the work and school week. Most of the activity will be in the afternoon hours with the heat of the day. Severe weather not looking likely for us. We'll go a little drier through the weekend with temperatures in the low 80s Friday all the way into Monday. Overnight lows, those morning temperatures stay really comfortable as well, very mild in the low to mid 60s. All right, I do want to talk about something that is going on the roads, and I actually am going to check in really quick with Georgia 511 before I show you this video so that we can get you prepared for maybe heading out on the roads this morning. We had quite a big issue up in Barrow County. So traveling into Brazelton, a truck and a tractor trailer collided, and then the tractor trailer caught fire. It was carrying thousands of pounds of produce, and the pickup truck was actually towing a water tank. So not only did that spill on the interstate, but you had the fire that took at least half an hour to completely put out. Crews were working on hot spots on that for quite a while. That had 85 northbound near Highway 211 completely shut down, and it looks like, as of now, one lane is back open. So crews are working on that interstate right now. The tractor trailer is still there. They're trying to get that towed up. I imagine what they're doing, because I can see an excavator on scene right now. I'm looking at a live camera from Georgia 511, by the way. It looks like they have an excavator out there to try to clean up some of the mess. Again, that tractor trailer was carrying thousands of pounds of produce. So one lane getting by on 85 northbound right before Highway 211. That is the exit for Chateau Alon. So going into Brazelton, you will want to use Brazelton Highway as an alternate route. You can use 85. You'll move, but it is going to be a very slow crawl. I want to show you some of that video, actually, or at least still images from that scene earlier this morning. Here's a look from earlier when we were covering this First Alert for traffic. You could see the billowing smoke on the side of the interstate. It took crews a long time to get those hot spots out. The interstate was completely shut down. You could see that pickup truck a little off in the distance in front of one of the fire trucks over there, but that was a view from our First Alert traffic camera. Now, this is a view from Jackson Fire Department, the Jackson Fire Department, and you could see all of the flames engulfed in that tractor trailer there, all the billowing black smoke on the interstate. So definitely a very active scene earlier this morning, but as I mentioned, that scene is in the process of clearing. There is still one lane that is currently blocked. So if you're traveling northbound on I-85 into Barrow County, if you're trying to travel into Brazelton or beyond this morning, 985 or Brazelton Highway will be your best alternate route. All right, everyone, make sure to stay up to date with all of our news headlines on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and on the Atlanta News First app. Of course, the First Alert Weather app, a great tool to have these next few days. Not only will it keep you up to date with the forecast, but if you turn on your settings with your location to let that app know where you are, to let you know if rain is incoming, which will really come in handy this week, make sure you're having that umbrella on standby, tucked in the back seat. Probably a good idea for the next several days. I'm First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. I hope you enjoyed the day, despite the fact it's going to be a little on the dreary side, and we'll catch you here next time.